What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Jersey Digs. Chris the Silver Sniffer here, Pull Tab Thomas. Hope you enjoy the watch today. And today, we're going on an adventure. We're in the middle of the woods. We have reason to believe there's a really old homestead back here. So we're gonna take ourselves a nice, long, leisurely stroll and see if we can find it. And outside of that, again, enjoy the watch and we'll see you on the first dig. All right, so we found ourselves a trail and we're walking. I am Christopher walking today. Oh, I think there's somebody back here potentially. But anyway, we'll go say hi.
Oh, there is.
All right, so we met a random kid in the woods. Not being creepy or anything like that, folks. Don't get me wrong on that. But he gave us a little insight. He said he knows the woods like the back of his hand. He said he has no clue what we're talking about, but he said there may be a house back here. So we're gonna keep on the journey here, and I'll tune you in when we find something. So I want to sound like a professional detectorist, but we're not exactly sure if that's it right there that we're looking for. It looks too modern. Turn the detectors on. First signal was a fresh bullet. Next dig. So the goal for today, everyone, is a single coin. One old coin is the goal. Poltab's got himself a 46, 47. I hope the LG24 provides me with enough depth, but oh look, there's some flowers. There's the flowers we wanted to see. Let me point my finger at them. Right there. Okay, and there's my shovel. And there's a buttload of bullets. Someone was back here, guns a-blazing. Oh, he's got a coin. All right, so mission accomplished, everyone.
This is a modern dime.
Okay, we got a modern dime.
See if you can get a year. I can't
Yeah,
see
let me see. We have a modern dime, Mr. Rose. I'm gonna wipe it on me shirt. Let's see, YouTube, tell me. It says, I think that says 60, man. I think that's a 67. Yeah, 67. Okay, we're gonna keep going. All right, I'm on it with my first potential coin of the day. 78 on the simplex, and for those that aren't familiar with the simplex, 78 would be a dime, typically. This could be anything, but yeah, look at the roots. This is a struggle bus. All right, so first older signal of the day. Keep my camera on it. Looks like we have ourselves an ox knob. So these would go on the horns of said bull or said ox to prevent its owner from getting gored. Cool find, I'll take it. Next dig. So this is pretty neat. Let's see what this says. This says Adams patented, and it says May 20th. Wow, this is sick. This says May 20th, 1862 on it. It's a lid, obviously. If anyone could tell me what kind of lid this is, but that's coming home with me. I love the date. All right, so we're dating this property. We really had no freaking idea what we were getting into back here, but the 1860s is a really good sign. All right, so Poltab's under the impression that that spot we're detecting right there may have been the garage because we have this road right here. But we're not exactly sure how to go about this hunt. This is all a learning hunt, everyone. You know, we might not even find it on our first day here. But very interesting spot. That piece of glass I just picked up was sick. Next dig. Poltab has the find of the day, everybody. He has an old pager. And it's in a fantastic shape. Look, the phone number's on there. No area code. I'm going to say this is put from what, 1812?
Yeah, probably about 1812. Yeah.
All right. We're not finding much if you can't tell. We believe I did find the foundation. I'll show you on the floor here. So this all looks like it was handmade. And then there was a piece of the fireplace over that way. We're going to keep at it. So don't quote me on this, everyone. But I just found this guy. Pretty sure that's some level of a Rains guide. No? We'll love your answers. I am not the historian. I am typically the detectorist that, for the most part, like I know my coins and stuff, but I don't know my relics that well. So any answers on this would be great. Next dig. We're finding stuff that is old. What is this, baby powder? I could use some, as I am chafed up back here. All right, so let me stand you up here. Can you see? I hope you could see. I'm leaning back like Fat Joe. But we're gonna leave this site. It has promise, without a doubt. There's a lot of promise. It was a matter of really just getting back here and starting to see what's in the ground. But the stuff we found is all over the place. 1800s, 1900s, mostly 1900s, early 1900s. Pull tab's got himself a signal. What are you beeping?
It's like a soda can.
He's got a sodies, so I'm gonna pass him. A lot of that today. A lot of sodies, and we're literally digging everything. A lot of nice sounding trash, but if you folks can see, let me lean you up. We're gonna walk this trail and actually go into these trees. I'm pretty sure this was a tree farm. One way or another, these were planted. Sorry, my detector's going absolutely bonkers. So we're gonna keep going. Hopefully there's a next dig. This will likely be a continuance video. We're gonna have to come back here and spend some more time, but next dig. So I think that's a coin tone. Sounds minty. Minty fresh. But I think I might have a cane. Get out of here. Look at that. I'm on freaking gravel. Come on. Oh, it's a coin. What do we have? It's a coin. Is it going to be an old coin? No, it's going to be stupid butt face. You know, I shouldn't call the president of the United States a butt face, but it's Abe, 1982. So at least it's copper. Next dig. I'll take you on a walk with me on the trails. By the way, everyone in the tri-state area, did you notice we had an earthquake? I did. I was at work, and all of a sudden I felt the world moving, and I thought I was getting sick. I thought I was gonna pass out or something. That's where my head was. And then the person's home I was working on reached out of her balcony and said, "Did you guys just feel that?" And that's when I knew I wasn't sick. But anyway, that's my story of the day. Next dig. Figured I'd give you folks a view of the trail through these dummy thick pine trees. Really cool. It's so funny how dark it is right back here. But we're still moving along. Pull tab found the flux capacitor. Next dig. Anything good over there?
No, I'm getting a little bit less faith as I get deeper. The number's getting bigger.
So I don't know if you folks see, we came across these stones on the ground. I'm guessing this was a structure. I'm on some type of little dump. I just found myself a pretty little jar. I'm gonna pick around at this stuff, but this is old. This is the old type of stuff that we're looking for. I really shouldn't be touching this with bare hands. Here's another one of those lids. No date on this one. That first one I found, that blue one, I really dig that. No pun intended. All right, everyone, so we putzed around for as long as we could. There are so many spots back here. We didn't even realize, like, there's so much more than just that first homestead we were at. But I have a 95. I'm hoping it's something decent, and I'm not seeing something decent. We have whatever this is going to be. We have a clip. Some type of clip. So that's the last dig of the day, 95. And a lot of the signals were like that. You know, a lot of the signals, it's like, oh my gosh, it sounds like a coin. But as those who detect old homesteads know, it is not always a coin. So we're still making our way back. Sun's going down. We are in the middle of the Frankenwoods. We're going to try to come back. All right, everyone, and the digs continue. Day 2, we have a significant amount more hours this time, and we stumbled upon an old car. If anyone's looking to start this thing up and drive it out of the woods, let me know. But looks like there's a homestead right on top of that hill right there, and looks like there may be another one out in the distance that way. We're a little more northeast of where we were in the previous video, so I think we're going to start here. It does look very trashy, but you don't know what's in the ground until you know, so we'll see you on the next dig. So Pull Tab's first dig of the day is, what does that say? Vito? Cream deodorant. If I were to guess, I'd say 1950s, 1960s, which is kind of ironic because this spot, we didn't see it on the old maps past like 1940 or so, right? It looked about abandoned. But first dig of the day, there are a lot of old bottles on the ground. I'll try and spare you the theatrics of me sifting through all of them. But if I come across any that are really interesting, I'll show you. See you on the next dig. So it's really hard to tell what's a good signal and what's not here because there's a lot of really good sounding trash. But that's a nice 47. Well, I shouldn't have switched to M2. There we go. Oh, if you didn't notice, by the way, I am on the LG24 coil on the Legend. No more simplex for everybody. But there's bound to be a coin back here. I think it's just going to come down to sifting through this trash. I'll try to show you folks VDIs and stuff as we dig it, but it's It's tough digging. There's a lot of, pardon my French, but a lot of crapola all over the place. We got cars lying around.
No idea what this is. Take a look.
You have a thingy? Let's see, before I go. Oh,
Something.
pull tab has a thingy. I wonder if that's from the car behind you. I don't see any significant markings on it.
I see the little holes in the.
Yeah, some type of decor. Certainly. Maybe copper. Looks coppery. Cool. Anyway. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of finds like that back here. And I think there's just the off chance that we come out of here with a dime today. This is ringing up like a dime here. Is that what I was digging? So again, nice sounding garbage everywhere. I have a feeling this is going to end up being like, let me dig everything that comes out and just show you when it's good, because if I continue showing digs like this, I'm not going to get through enough signals for something significant to be produced. So next dig. Okay, so we found it. We were on the wrong side of it. We didn't do enough walking around, but this is the type of stuff we're looking for. This is an old home, everybody. Oh man, I'm very excited. Hope we can get through the trash. There's another super old jalopy car over there. It looks like it's still sitting in the garage that once stood. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Next dig. So check out the car, everyone. Where's my car aficionados? How old is this? If I were guessing, I'm guessing 1930s. Couldn't tell you what it is, who made it, where it's from, but look at it. It looks like it's just sitting in the garage that was once here. That's so crazy. There's a crazy amount of bottles. I'm not even gonna waste your time with me sifting through them. I'll probably take some home and show you at the end. And again, sorry for all the theatrics, but it's a very interesting spot we found back here. Hopefully something good comes out. All right, everyone, so I found my first coin of the day right next to this weird stone piece. There's a lot of trash. Happy I brought the 24, but let's see what we're working with on this coin. Tell me it's gonna be a regular Abraham. No, it's gonna be a Weedy McWheat. Is the first coin of the day. Very curious what the age is gonna be on this. Give it the old-fashioned pants rub. Come on, camera. I think that says 1950 something. But, okay.
This is the thing I thought was a ring.
One coin is better than nothing. Pull tab said he thought he found himself a ring.
I saw the circle shape.
Not a clue what it is. I really need to put my gloves on. I'm gonna nick myself.
Yeah, you should.
It says...
I saw like LOLL.
I see oil on it, I think. Oh, no, just lol. They invented laugh out loud, everyone. Next dig. Folks, see that on the floor right there? Looks like I'm gonna have the big iron on my hip for the rest of the day. It's a cow hand. Cowhand nickels. Wow. So old cap gun. Trigger's still there. Still works. No, I'm kidding. I wonder where the other side of it is. I'll have to putz around here. But this wasn't even a metal detecting find, everyone. This was just an eyesight find. So go 20/20 vision. Next dig. It's a fork.
Fork you.
Let's see what we got going on here. Stainless.
There you go. Check out
Yeah.
this old relic.
We got a relic. This is the old bottle caps, the ones that sound like coins. Merry Christmas. I'm under the impression that the home site itself up there is super old. And this was probably some type of spot during the Prohibition, either where they made booze or degenerates from the what was Prohibition? The 20s and the 30s, I believe?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. I believe they probably were just coming back here and drinking to hide themselves from the law. But there's potential. We're going to keep going. If this spot that you see here does not produce soon, we're going to make moves to some other spots we passed on the way in. Next dig. So got myself another coin. Pull tabs on the historic aerials, trying to get an idea of what the age we're doing here. But I have another wheat. 1956 on this one. Nothing too old quite yet. But we're on some coins, which is making me happy. Next dig. Okay, so it looks like this was the bottle dump, and somebody came out and dug out all of it, but it looks like they forgot one hell of a treasure. We got an old school Mrs. Buttersworth right here. This might have to come home. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to carry it through a 35-minute walk. but I'm going to take this with me. I'm going to have to put it somewhere where I'm going to remember it. Man, this might be the best find of the day, everyone. We found some butter. Next dig. All right, so it's been a while since I've really recorded everything, but just got this out of the ground. It says Maverick on it, and it really has some weight to it. This one might be legit. I don't know. You tell me, folks. I'm leaning toward no, but it's got enough heft to it. I'm going to see if the rest of it's in that hole there. Let you take a look at it. Pull tab, feel free. This place, you folks can see all of that nonsense. It just looks like a place that unfortunately has been ransacked by, yet again, the degenerates of time. A lot of really cool bottles. I mean, that's another gun out of the hole. A few coins, just a couple Wheaties you folks have seen. This area here, that was a farm field, so we might walk around that in hopes that there's just less trash. Because, man, this place, it looks like they just got up and left. Like, no joke, there's like shoes on the floor and clothes on the floor. It literally looks like they were in a frantic hurry to get out of here. So, you know, just wanted to give you a little update. You know, we probably haven't filmed anything in about 40 minutes or so. Next dig. All right, everyone, here with what is debatably the last signal of this area before we go off to some of the more outpost areas, we'll call them. Looks like I have myself an Indian head scent. Only reason I'm saying it is because it's so thick. I'm going to try to rub it down. Could be a wheat, you know. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be an Indian. I'm going to keep rubbing it. As you can tell, I don't know if I'm going to get a date off of it. But, yeah, disappointing. But there was some really cool stuff, honestly. I found Mrs. Buttersworth, found a few pieces of guns. And that's really it. Pull tab's got himself a signal over there. It seems like this is the front of the property, this here. So we're going to try for another 20 minutes or so and hope for the best. It's been about, I'm going to say 2 hours since we've been here, and you guys have seen the highlight reel. So next dig, and we're going to continue on to another portion. Another Wheatie for you folks. And sorry I'm just showing finds today. It's impossible to show the VDIs. These are all sounding terrible. I don't even know they're a wheat until they come out of the hole. But we have a 1956 wheat. Back has seen better days. We're on like the driveway. There's pull tab. We're on the driveway. He's by the garden area where I found the first wheat. There's got to be a silver here. There's got to be. And I'm like not giving up, but we're running out of time and I do want to try the other spot. Next dig. Just spotted this sitting here. Pick it up. So you might think it's a chess piece. Really pretty, but when you turn it around, it's actually a pin. Looks like we had a member of the chess club back here way back when. Not crazy history stuff. I think like the earliest stuff we really found was 1800s, but it's hard going back here. And just so I'll show you, I'm literally on the garden right now. So I have a signal under my coil. Let me zoom you out. Where is it? I have a 50, 51. Sounds wonderful, right? You'd go, that's a quarter. And watch it make a fool of me, and it actually be a quarter. 51, 52. Pop it out. 49. Sounds good, but I don't think it's going to be a coin. What is it? Here we go. This is what I was rewarded with. A hose spigot. Like, this has been all day. And that's the difficulty of recording in sites like this. But I have a hose spigot. I don't know if I'm keeping it. There's so much trash here. I don't think it makes much of a difference, really, if it stays back here. Next dig. Well, Dad gave me a shout. He said he has something possibly cool, dude.
You gotta clean it up.
Oh, you gotta clean it? Oh. Oh, he's got a little bedazzlement. That's a nice button. Let me tap it on my shovel. Is it the diamond jewels? What was this ringing?
42, 43.
I was completely off camera for a hot minute there. But Pull Tab has himself the fanciest button of the day. We found a couple buttons, but not one with the stones. All right, everybody. So we tried a few more spots. There was nothing worth showing you folks. I'm just gonna show you the walk out of the woods. It's been a journey, you know, and we weren't gonna know. Sorry, I'm just walking through a thorn bush. Ow. We wouldn't know what's back here until we tried what's back here. A lot of history, A lot of trash. Too much trash to sift through. So we're gonna walk out with a handful of finds, and I'll see you at the wrap up. So we're on our way back on the trail, and Pull-Tab just got off the phone with his grandpa talking about where we were metal detecting. And it just so happens to turn out that Pull-Tab's grandpa came back here and metal detected, and I guess he found everything. No, he was worse off than us. He said he only found an axe head. So the newer detectors are doing something else, but you know, not enough. I wouldn't say an unsuccessful hunt. Not sure when we would return back here, but I would say there's definitely potential for us to come back. You know, we pulled enough old coins and relics to at least say that there's something good hiding back here. But we're gonna keep hoofing it on this trail, and yeah, no more digs. We're tired. We probably put in a good 6 hours back here of detecting, and all in all, you have seen the results of all of that. And see you at the wrap up. All right, everybody, welcome to the wrap up for today's video. It was quite an interesting hunt. What you're seeing in front of you is about probably 5 hours worth of metal detecting 2 different sites within these woods that we came across. There were probably 3 or more sites for us to check out, but they didn't seem as promising as the first 2. So we will likely end up back there at some point. Not exactly sure when, probably when the ticks are less out in full force, to be honest with you. But if you made it this far in the video, I must thank you for watching, and if you could, please consider throwing a like on this video. It definitely helps me with that stupid YouTube algorithm and helps me get in front of my audience. So all in all, not a terrible hunt considering we were metal detecting probably some of the trashiest spots I really brought you folks to as of yet. Majority of the finds in front of you are from the 1950s. I did a little research on all of it. Everything from the second home site that we dug was from the 1930s to the 1950s. The bottles that were on the floor, though, they were a little earlier. You know, some of them were as early as the 1910s, but majority of them were from that Prohibition era, so I'm not exactly sure what was going back there at that second homestead, and it was in a funky spot. You know, it was at the bottom of this ravine with all hills around it, and usually when I'm searching for homesteads in the wood, they're usually at a high point, so it was a very odd placement of a property, and it seemed like whoever was living there up and left in quite a hurry. And then people came back and trashed it. Kids came back and played cowboys and Indians with these toy cap guns and dropped some wheat pennies along the way. And some folks who likely hunt bottle dumps came out and dug out every single bottle around the property. They were, no joke, hundreds of bottles and probably thousands of bottle caps all over the place. I don't know who was living back there, but they sure loved their booze. But let's get right into it. Not too much to talk about. From the first site, the real highlights of the first site is this ox knob here, Rain's Guide, and this glass lid. And this glass lid helped me date the property. I'm going to see if I can show this date here. May 20th, 1862. I can't find any information on it. I tried every which way to find what is going on with this lid, but it gave me an idea of how old the piece of land is back there. Unfortunately, nothing as old as this came out in the form of a silver coin for the day, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. We still had a fun hunt regardless. From the second home site again, 2 guns, 1950s, wheat pennies, all 1940s, 1950s, little odds and ends, a pin, and my favorite find of the day, likely this chess piece horse pin, chess piece horse, knight pin, excuse me. Not a chess player, obviously. But wonderful find. This one's definitely coming to the collection. The guns themselves, you know, I had the iron on my hip all day, and they're heavy. Like, this one is surprisingly heavy. I thought that was going to be a real gun for a moment. But this adventure out into the woods, the highlights are really nice sounding junk. All of this sounded nice. There was way more of this in my trash in my kitchen now, but I wasn't gonna fill my board with it. Also found this lid, and the only reason I picked it up is because it says Presto on it, and it gave me a chuckle. But outside of that, that's really it. We will likely end up back there. There has to be a second round. There has to be something better back there for us to find. But I hope you enjoyed the watch today, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next dig.